Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's a bit late. YouTube decided it wasn't going to let me stream. Said nope, don't like your credentials, intruder. Bags, evening brother, how you doing? Yeah, it didn't like my credentials, so I just had to jam a quick stream up. P1RC Audi TT series, so I'll update the title later. But you've just seen the We Are Driven intro. We Are Driven still pushing Archie's Journey, still pushing Bradley Lowry Foundation. So get yourselves over to Facebook, click all those like buttons, then get yourself over to We Are Driven, go and find out what's happening on our page over there, and then go and get yourself onto justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's Journey. Drop a little donation on there if you can. Yes, bags. Oi, turn off you. Right. Round 6. Of P1RC's Audi TT series. It is meant to say Archie's Journey and Autism Speaks in the title, but like I say, it was all a little bit rushed because it decided it didn't like me earlier. So yeah, round 6, we're live from Fuji International Speedway tonight. Not many in the room, to be honest. I'll get to that in a second. But let's have a quick look at scores before we jump in. Obi-Wan then, leading the way for Team Autism, 122 points, stomping it at the minute. Raffo in second for We Are Driven, 94 points. I won't go through the team names of them all. Dylan, 83 points. For third, we've got Rob fourth with 81 points. Fifth for Skippy, 77. Sixth for Dizzy, 46. Also on 46 is Dodgy. Valium in eighth with 44. 40 points for Rick 2. 35 for Manny. In 10th, Popeye 11th with 31, JPH 12th with 30, Champ 13th with 27th alongside Pilgrim and Dugs. So Magenta Fez in 15th, Winnie 16th, oh sorry, Magenta Fez with 20 points, Winnie 11 points. Womb Raid at 10 points, Infinity Decals 7, and MRC Shuri 6 points. So we have our drivers stepping in and out of this one. That is individual points. Let's just bring... Oh, that's a bit messy, isn't it? Shouldn't have done that. These are team points, so there were teams assigned to each driver. It's all getting a bit close now. It was quite wide open early on. There was a big gap between... I can't remember who was out front, but... yeah, one team had a great big gap early on in the season, but it's all coming a bit close together. 289 points on board then for Archie's Journey team. 285 points on for We Are Driven team. And Autism Speaks on 282. Absolutely nothing in it then. Between all the teams. Different liveries on tonight, so you will see those. Merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. If you want any of those, get hold of me at dartsmoker@googlemail.com or get hold of me on the Facebook page or on here or anywhere you can. Don't throw rocks at my window, all right? I won't be impressed. Right. As mentioned, Fuji International Speedway. A little bit tricky, this circuit. A few off-camber corners. As I say, not many in the room tonight. We have got JPH, we've got Pilgrim, we've got Raffo, we've got Obi-Wan, we've got Skippy, we've got Manny the Gamer, we've got Rob, we've got Valium, and we've got Dodgy, yeah, so a few missing. 9 drivers on track, once JPH gets himself in. So let's just quickly remind ourselves of race settings. Oh, I always do that. 3 and 3, I thought so. Tyre wear on 3, fuel depletion on 3, damaged on light. So if they do get damage, it slows them down for a little bit, but they can continue. No trip to the pits to get that repaired. It does slowly repair itself as if by magic. So already into qualifying by the looks of it. Let's just get ourselves... Oh, why aren't you working? Come on, R2, do your thing. There you go. So, Obi-Wan then, current championship leader, is current pole sitter tonight. 1.45, 1 minute, 45.6. Only just in front of Rob though. So driving for Autism Speaks team there in the red. Rob also for Autism Speaks. We are driven for Raffo in the white. Valium in the blue for Archie's Journey. So they're the 3 liveries, almost identical, just different team names on the side, pretty much, and a colour. So back through the order then, not liveries. Obi-Wan then on that 145.6. Rob at 145.7. Seems happy on that. 146.1 on for Raffo for third. Valium fourth, 146.2. Skippy, ooh, going a bit wide through those tricky little last few corners. 146.8 for him. 5th position. Money the Gamer 6, 149.7. P1 Dodgy 7th. No hot lap on yet. He's got 212.7 out lap. JPH also no hot lap. And Pilgrim in the pits. Obi-Wan also coming in, fresh set of tyres on. Rob's in the wall. Not sure what's going on there. Let's get ourselves on with Rafa then. He is on an out lap, which means that we should be seeing a bit of a hot lap coming up from him. Big long straight on this circuit. See positions change down here. If people can stay close enough around those last few corners, you'll see they are a bit tricky, and you'll see all the off cambers on this circuit as well. Very tricky, this one, especially the back half of the circuit. It's all the way down this start finish straight, then hard on the brakes into turn 1. As you can see, it dips away down through the little kink. This one as well just raises and then drops as you come to it. Bosh, down it goes. Through there cleanly for Raffo, feathering that throttle through there, through the great long sweeping right. Again, just tightens up a tiny little bit at the end. Catches a few drivers out, down to what is actually called a hairpin, but it's not really. Can run a little bit wide through there as well, through the little kink right, then running down towards Dunlop. Hard on the brakes of this. We've got the little kink in straight after this as well. You can change the course for the straight on version up there, but they've added in this little chicane. Again, can make it a bit tricky. More off camber turns right at the end of this circuit, then through the right into the left. This one's not too bad, but it does just open up and then drops into that completely off camber. Again, easy to run wide on that one. And into the final turn. Is this Panasonic? I forget. Back onto that long start finish straight. Close the gap up on Manny. Let's see what Raffo's got. I wasn't paying attention to lap times or the lap counter. It's a fastest lap, a Raffo 145.2. Perfect time to jump on board with him then. There he is, current new pole sitter. teeth are shining. Sat behind the wheel. Zing! Obi-Wan then still out on track. Opportunities. Where's the next time in line? Oh, it's his quickest, but not quick enough so far to beat Raffo. A few more turns to try and gain that time back. Tricky circuit. Mount Fuji in the background. What have you got then, Obi? The run down to the line to go. Clock hits 140. No, Raffo's still holding it then. Only by 0.1 now though. Obi-Wan did go quicker, 145.3. Rob then sitting in third, 145.7. JPH gets a fourth, 145.9. Valium takes fifth, 146.2. Great big penalty, trying to take out a set of fronts as well. Was that it? Skippy sixth then, 146.8. Dodgy in 7th with a 148.2. Got Manny in 8th with a 149.2. And Pilgrim, no hot lap from him. Raffo then. We are driven on pole position this week. There it is. That's your lineup for tonight then. Sitter Raffo. Can he hold it down this straight? It is quite a long run down towards turn one. Giving the lights a flash. He's happy. Here we go then. Not a bad view, PlayStation. 40 minutes coming up. Lights go red, we wait for them to drop. Oh, false start from Manny, false start from Pilgrim. Both losing a bit of time there. Right, Raffo, do you hold it into turn one? Looks like you're going to keep the line. Have to give a bit of room to Obi-Wan. Runs a little bit wide there. Obi-Wan does get himself through up into first. Can Raffo hang it side by side? He can into the next turn. Oh, Obi-Wan again. Great bit of driving between these two. I think we've got drivers off in the background. Oh no, just running a bit wide maybe. Obi-Wan then sneaks through into top spot. Raffo's not letting up though. Down the inside again. Has to give him room, but he's now got the advantage through the little kink. Yeah, there he goes through into first. JPH trying to make the move on Raffo now as well, looking for second himself down the inside at Dunlop. Rob in the background trying to go up the inside of Valium as well. Tricky little turn to do it. JPH running round the outside of Raffo through there, then does take second. Raffo now third. Not smiling so much. Valium now chucking himself up the inside. What's happening, Raffo? Valium's going to hold it if he keeps not spinning out on that last turn. Does Raffo then push down to fourth now? Rob into fifth. Skippy sixth. Valium running a bit wide there. Pilgrim seventh. Great big 1.7 second penalty he's got already. Dodgy eighth. Manny the gamer ninth. Little way back, 2.9 seconds for Manny. So Jocelyn already here then. Obi-Wan got a bit of a lead from JPH into second, just 0.8 of a second. Will they work together to close the gap on him? Will they just allow him to escape? Rob and Valium now side by side, battling for third. Skippy trying to close up on that fight. He's just in the background. Raffo and Pilgrim looking for that fight as well. Raffo pushed all the way down to sixth now. Dodgy going a little bit wide in the background. Pilgrim, more penalty on board. He's going for the record of penalties held. Dodgy also picking up a little bit of a penalty then. Drops most of it through there. Manning the game, unfortunately, losing a bit more time to Dodgy. Now 3.2 seconds down on the medium tyre for Manny. I'll have a look, see what other tyres everyone else is on. Obi on the softs. Pulling a bit more time from JPH, 1.3 seconds. Also got a bit of a gap between JPH and Valium as well, 1.5 seconds. Valium gets himself through, holds that third from Rob. Rob now under a bit of pressure from Skippy for that fourth. He's having to go a little bit defensive. So it'll be interesting to see what this does to team points tonight. I'll have to flick through and sort of gauge. Don't think there's many wheel driven drivers tonight. Maybe only 2. It's going to hurt their points in the overall. Kicking off here then for third. Skippy then using the toe from both of these drivers, looking for the move down the inside of the pair of them. It's 3 wide into turn 1. Raffo holds it. Oh, sorry, Rob holds it. Does he? No. Gets a little bit squirrely out of there. Skippy comes through then. Into third he goes. Rob now got to go defensive from Valium as well into this next turn. Skippy through. Rob fourth then. Valium now looking down the inside of this long sweeping right. Raffo in 6th, closing back up on the fight. Not sure what happened to him early on in the race. Fastest lap, stuck himself on pole. And then decided to just lose positions. Bizarre. Now picks himself up a little bit of a penalty. Got to lose that, stay in the fight with these drivers in front. Dodgy then in 7th, just behind these. Only 1.3 back, still an opportunity. They're battling, so he might be able to make a bit of time up. Pilgrim then 6.6 seconds back, still got a bit of a penalty to lose, and he's got Manny the game over company now as well, 0.7 of a second. See if he can keep in touch with Pilgrim. If he does round these last couple of turns, he should get a good run on him down the start-finish straight. Still trying to lose that penalty as well, Pilgrim. Does just stretch it up to a second between himself and Manny. Manny might have just missed his opportunity there. Gap up to 1.3 seconds, out of the slipstream range now. So Obi-Wan not completely disappeared, but he is still pulling time over JPH in 2nd. That gap up to 1.8 seconds. Bit of work to do for JPH then, try and close that gap up. Skippy, his teammate, coming through in 3rd. He's also now pulled a gap from the battle ensuing behind. Mr. Timberlake, how you doing, mate? Oh, swapping positions between Rob and Valium. I think Valium's just going to get it. He does. Holds 4th. Has to just take a difficult line through there. Runs himself wide. Rob's going to come through. He's going to give Raffo a look on these two down towards Dunlop as well. Dodgy is definitely closing up on these. 2 wide through there. Nowhere to go. Ooh, Raffo trying to squeeze one up the inside. Rob has to hold 5th then. Raffo 6th. There is Dodgy. Right involved in this fight now. Big gap back to Pilgrim. 7.3 seconds. Oh, unfortunately, Manny's now 2.2 seconds back. Yeah, he lost a bit of time in these last couple of corners, last lap. Dropped the toe from Pilgrim, and that's it now, unless Pilgrim has another little bit of a mistake. Obi-Wan, disgusting. 1:45.4, fastest lap now 2.7, nearly 2.8 seconds ahead of JPH. What tyres are we on? Softs for Obi, JPH on softs as well. Got Skippy on a set of softs. Raffo making a move on Rob, looking for a move on Valium as well, using that long straight to gain the extra speed past these two. Gets himself back up to 4th for now. Runs a tiny bit wide through there. He's going to pick up a penalty for that. There you go, half a second. He's still got 4.3 seconds to try and close up on Skippy if he wants any kind of podium position back. Has to go defensive in there, but leaves the door wide open for Valium to go through and Rob to get that position back. Now he's got to do it all again. Not quite got the line up the inside of Rob through there. It does go for it into Dunlop. Backs back out though. Dodgy losing a bit of time to these drivers. Still got a penalty to lose. There is Pilgrim and Manny in the background. Gap still extending between those two as well. Obi-Wan, what are you doing? 3.8 seconds now. JPH. Got to have something else on board. 4 seconds the gap is up to. Got your teammate Skippy coming now though. Let's see what happens here. You might see these two start working together. Flipping it, we're all in the house. Alec Diz, Mr. Miller, how are we all doing? So are we going to see Skippy and JPH work together? Got Valium as well. Again, a long way back from the two drivers in front. Raffo again going for the move. Oh, a little bit hot into there. Takes out Valium's rear quarter. Now does Valium squeeze it back up the inside here? Does. Oh, it's kicking off for 4th. Just need Dodgy to close this gap back up. Where is he? Just 1.5 seconds down. Almost lost that penalty. There you go. It's gone. Right. Hammer down, Dodge. Get involved. But they're still kicking off. Bumper to bumper, those three. Oh, Pilgrim drifting the Audi through there. Still got 0.8 of a second penalty. Maybe more now. Oh, maybe some more now. It's going to come under attack from Manny again. 3.3 seconds back with all the penalties he's picking up. Obi, he's just gaining a second a lap. How's he doing it? Tyre's not looking too bad either. 10 minutes into this one. JPH tyres looking a bit hot, so Skippy right on his rear end. Are they going to work together? No, they're not. Skippy is just going for the position, so does he come through to take second? JPH runs it a little bit deep to try and run around the outside. Holding it so far. Oh, it's going to be tricky through here. I think JPH has just got it. Oh, maybe a tiny bit of contact. Right, let's get back involved with this one. So looking back, you can see Raffo in the white, Valium in the blue, Robin 6th in the, I say that, he's just swapped himself up into 5th, but now loses back to 6th, now to 5th in the red, and this Dodgy has closed this fight back up. There you go. That little move has given Raffo a tiny bit of breathing room, 3/4 of a second. We'll close up a tiny bit down here, down towards Dunlop. Needs to make a break now. These drivers compromising each other's lines, which is giving Raffo a little bit more time then. That gap breaks all the way up to 1.7 seconds, 1.8 now. Raffo can start trying to get away from these three. It's a long way back from the top three, 7.7 seconds. We'll see what happens. A long way to go in this race. Still 27 minutes. There it is. Gets himself up to 2 seconds now then, Raffo. And they are still having a battle behind. Let's just change that up. Valium and Rob then exchanging a tiny bit of paint up the start-finish straight. Dodgy still right there with them, not quite close enough to make a move into turn 1. But sticking with these two, just 0.6 of a second back. Tiny little mistake from either one, and there's positions to be had. Oh, again, running a little bit wide there for Valium, is going to pick up a penalty, loses the position to Rob again. Rob now on the hunt for Raffo in 4th. Dodgy all over the back of him now. Oh, wrong way. Carrying good speed through there is Rob. Can he do it? That's Dodgy, sorry. No, can't carry the speed. Valium holds it. Good effort. 7th then for Dodge. Manny is in front of Pilgrim now. 15 seconds back from the rest of the pack. And Pilgrim, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just testing out the corners, seeing if he can get a penalty on every corner, maybe. He's now 15.7 seconds back himself. Race leader here then, 6.3 seconds up the road from Skippy. Skippy and JPH are still not working together, which is surprising. Skippy on the inside then. Is he going to hold it into turn 1? Is JPH going to try and run it around the outside again? Yes, he is. Cuts across, takes the apex. Skippy carries a bit more speed through there though. Might get the run on him down towards this next turn. Still bumper to bumper through there. Again, Skippy carrying good speed. Holding his own down towards the hairpin at the minute. JPH tucks across the apex. Skippy then looking for a run around the outside, as we saw with Dodgy a second ago, but not carrying the speed. Again, JPH is going to hold it down into Dunlop. Skippy's not messing about though, trying to run around the outside through there. Still looking for a way past JPH. Again, all this battling is just allowing Obi-Wan to stretch his lead out. 6.8 seconds, nearly 7 seconds now. There it is, just flicks over to 7. Right, what's happening in this battle for 4th and 5th? Stretched out now then, Raffo holding that 4 seconds, 6.9 back from Skippy. Rob S now 2 seconds back from Raffo. Another 6 seconds back to Dodgy. Manny in 7th, 15.9 seconds back. We've got Valium, who's just come into the pits. Fresh set of racing softs on, still got half a tank. Ooh, a little bit wide through there, all over the back end of Manny as we come into this final turn. Looking for that position back early on then. See if his pit strategy works. Side by side with us, Manny. Gets himself through. Manny cuts across him. Looks like Manny's heading into the pits. In he comes now then. Pilgrim with a penalty. Is he going to stay out? I don't think he is. 7.7 seconds, Obi. The force is strong with this one tonight. Skippy then still holding second. Got himself back past JPH, but for how long? Again, doesn't look like these two are going to work together. They're battling it out for positions. keep an eye on. It's the closest fight on track, I think, really. Rob and Raffo still 2.1 seconds apart. Big gaps for Dodgy, big gaps for Valium now with the pit stop. Big gaps for Pilgrim. Manny then 22 seconds back after his stop. Out on another set of mediums for Manny. Not liking the softs then. Obi stopping out for another one. 8-second lead over Skips. Again, these two still at it for that second position. We've got a team captain who needs to like intervene. Let's get ourselves on board with JPH, hunting down the Australian driver in front. Again, been neck and neck these two for a few laps now. Took Skippy a little bit of time to get away from those drivers behind. Managed to close the gap up on JPH. Fortunately, neither of these drivers have got anything for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obviously, the dark side is not strong enough tonight to pull the Jedis away. Nice line through there for JPH. Closes right up on Skippy. Nowhere for him to go though. Into these off-camber turns. Come on then, boys. Oh, we're going to see some bump drafting down here. I think Skippy might be heading towards the pits. A tiny bit of a bump draft into the pits. That might help him, that might not. Might fire him into the pit wall. But JPH goes through to take first then. Raffo, Obi-Wan and Skippy in the pits. Rob S also comes in the pits this lap as well. JPH decided to stop out. Tyres looking a bit beaten up. Obi-Wan back out the pits then, but we'll see the gap when it all settles down a little bit. .6 seconds then. Let's get out of that view. Still holding it. Obi-Wan then on a fresh set of softs. Half a tank of fuel just over. Skippy out into third. 10.5 seconds back. Taking on just over half a tank as well. Fresh set of softs. Pulled a bit more time over. Ooh. Oh, JPH stopped out. Of course he did. Donut. Valium then fourth. 2.7 seconds back. Didn't take on half a tank of fuel. Didn't take on any fuel, did he? Stopped quite early on. So he may have to stop again before the end of this race. Rafa then into fifth. 3.5 back from Valium. Again, Valium's probably going to have to pit again. Rob into sixth. Pilgrim seventh. Still holding penalties. Maybe he just likes the colour combination between his car and that red. Dodgy also got a bit of a penalty. Just come out of the pits, fresh set of softs. Holding eighth. Manny 24 seconds down on those medium tyres. JPH again stops out. Still got 12.3 seconds from Obi, but he's not going to keep that first position for long. Those tyres are starting to wear out very, very quickly. goes down towards Dunlop. Here's Obi-Wan gaining time, 11.5 seconds, so those fresh tyres definitely working in his favour. We even see another quick fastest lap of the race. There we go. That's fastest sector. It is showing that he's going to put a fastest lap in. A couple of corners to go. We'll stick with him and see if he does put the fastest lap in on these fresh tyres. The car obviously only got half a tank of fuel in, whereas at the start of the race it was full. Through that final turn then, more time gained over JPH. Is JPH pitting? JPH is not pitting, he's staying out. Fastest lap, oh it certainly is, 1:45.2, quarter of a second up than its previous. Now just 9.3 seconds back from JPH. Over the halfway mark of this one. Yeah, he's losing more and more time every corner. Obi-Wan on the other hand is pulling more and more time, 11.6 seconds over Skippy now. Was 10 seconds when they came out the pit. 16 minutes remaining of this one then. Valium in fourth. Again, may have to stick a bit of fuel in right at the end. Still plenty of time left on the clock. Raffo then putting in purple sectors. If he can keep this pace up, he might take fastest lap of the race. Don't forget to vote for driver of the day, people. They do pick up extra points in the championship. Rob then just 2.6 back from Raffo. He's going to take a little mistake on this circuit. There's Pilgrim in 7th then, still holding penalties. Dodgy 8 seconds back on those fresh tyres. And then Manny 9th. Put a bit of time back actually, 19.5 seconds. 23 I think last time I looked. JPH looks like he's coming in the pits this lap. There it is. Obi-Wan's going to come back through to take race lead then. Just wait to see what the gap is as Skippy crosses the line. Here he comes. It's big. 12.5 seconds. Another 3.4 seconds back. Raffo just 1.3 seconds back from him now. Again, Valium. His tyres looking a bit beaten up, only quarter of a tank on board. Lose this position to Raffo pretty quickly, I think. See him on the hunt for that third place then, Raffo. Got pole position. Had all sorts of issues at the start. Just lost positions left, right and centre. I think at one point I saw you down in 7th. It might have been 6th. But here he is. Hunting down third place. Final podium position. Still got JPH back out the pits, only 2 seconds behind on an even fresher set of tyres. Oh, all over the back end of Valium. Good bit of braking there by Raffo. No contact. Looking for a slightly quicker line through there. It's not going to work out, I don't think. Again, Valium's just had to go a bit deep through there. That might give Raffo a look up the inside. Able to carry more speed through here up towards Panasonic. There you go, up the inside through there, but it's going to be the outside through Panasonic. Might be able to carry more speed on the exit though. Oh. There he goes for the move. Looks like Valium might be coming in the pits anyway. Oh, just trying to drop the toe. No, oh, is he? Yes, he is. So there's JPH behind. 1.9 seconds, sorry, apologies, 1.2 seconds back. closing the gap up on Raffo then. Could be under threat for that final podium position. 12.5 minutes remaining. Rob's right there with him as well. Ooh, it's all getting a bit warm. Not for Obi-Wan. Let's go and see. So nearly 13 seconds. It does just flick over to 13 seconds then. Happy camper tonight, Obi-Wan. Just managed to stretch his lead from lap 1. Through Dunlop then, through the chicane. Oh, a little bit wide there for him. Might pick actually. Seen a mistake from Obi-Wan. He got away with that, no penalty. He's used the force to get out of that penalty. This is not the driver you're looking for, race stewards. Sneaky, sneaky Obi. Can't believe it. I don't know whether I don't know whether we're allowed to use the force in races. Skippy then, still pretty much 13 seconds back in second. Raffo 4.6 back. He goes a little bit wide through that final turn. Got to be careful with that AstroTurf. That's going to bring JPH and Rob right into his rear view mirror now as he head down here. On board with Rob, hunting down JPH, just 1.1 seconds back. Looks like JPH is pulling away a little bit, closing the gap up on Raffo for sure. Trying to lose that penalty. Half a second still got to drop. Raffo then in third. JPH fourth, Rob in fifth. Big gaps out on the rest of the circuit really. Who has just got that all wrong in the pits? Is it Pilgrim? I think I've just seen someone get reset in pit lane. I'll find out who that is in a minute. Rob actually losing a bit of time to JPH and Raffo in front. JPH closing that gap up. We'll stick with JPH for a minute. He's a lot closer to Raffo now. Just a second back. There is Rob. Again, just 1.5 back for Rob. Not out of the attacking positions yet for Rob. He's still in with a chance. Getting those tricky off-camber corners, catching drivers out still. Raffo just trying to hold those tight lines as well, not give JPH any kind of chance to chuck himself up the inside. Baggity bags. Only just seen the chat. Here we go then. JPH all over the back end of Raffo's. Gonna get this third at the end of this straight for sure. Oh. Working together. 9 minutes remaining. I don't know whether you've got enough time. Oh, there we go. I say that. There's Skippy just in front now. He's got a bit of a penalty to lose as well. What's the gap? Just 3.9 seconds. Raffo and JPH working together a little bit there. Half a second to lose for Skips. Now 15 seconds down from Obi-Wan. He's had a stormer of a race as Obi. He's kept it consistent. Pretty much straight out 40 minutes, lap after lap. Not put a foot wrong. Skippy's had a good race as well. Pulled a few positions early on, managed to get himself up into second here. Still got that penalty to lose though. 3.7 seconds behind him. We've got the battle for third. Raffo and JPH just 0.2 of a second in it, 0.3 of a second. Again, Rob still just 1.5 seconds back in fifth. A little bit of glitching from JPH there. Some sliding sideways action. Raffo's gone deep through the final turn. JPH has got a good run on the exit. It's going to be easily through into third. JPH might as well use the toe and go for the slingshot past. Are they going to work together now? Here we go. Dink. A little nudge from JPH. From Raffo onto JPH. Just gets him a little bit quicker down that start-finish straight. Quicker than he could go by himself anyway. Still not closing the gap up on Skippy though. 3.9 seconds. He has still got that penalty to lose. He's not really thinking about that at the minute. Like I say, he's got enough time to drop that. He's got to do it in the right place though. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Everybody as they were. Valium 6th then after his stop. 2 stops for Valium, 1 stop for everyone else. Dodgy 7th. Manny in 8th. Pilgrim looks like he's seeing the end of this one out in the pits. Obi-Wan then 17.3 second lead over Skippy. Pulling tenths in every corner, it's amazing. Skippy almost dropped that penalty. JPH and Raffo have closed the gap up. The gap down to 3 seconds, so taking almost a second out of Skippy's time. Could be under threat here for that second. It could be a real battle as it comes to the line. They're able to close back up. Rob's closed right back up as well. There he is in 5th. Only, what is he, 0.8 of a second, 0.9 of a second back from Raffo. Just be getting a toe. Raffo almost, he's all just getting a toe from JPH as well. Just. So, battle for 3rd position. 2nd position, apologies. Closed up again, 2.6 seconds, 2.5 on Skippy. JPH, Raffo and Rob looking to close each other down. Also looking to close up on Skippy in front. Skippy won't like these 3 looming in his mirror. There he goes, just ghosting out a little bit while he loses that penalty. That's going to lose him more time down into that hairpin. Hopefully he's timed it about right. Not too bad, he's still got 2.4 seconds over JPH. Still only got a second between himself and Raffo, so Raffo's still just within slipstream range. Rob now, unfortunately, now 1.8 seconds back is not. Gotta be careful, he'll be out of the run-ins if he doesn't close that gap up soon. Four minutes remaining. Have you got enough fuel on board, Valium? We'll see. Dodgy holding 7th then. Under no threat from anybody at the minute. Manny another 32 seconds back from him. 32? 52. Yeah, Pilgrim seeing the end of this race out then. There is race leader Obi-Wan, nearly 20 seconds up front. 19.5 over Skippy. That gap come down again, 1.7 seconds. Skippy must be having a bit of a sweat on at the minute. 1.5. Raffo's still there with him. Got a penalty to lose now though. Almost a second he's got to try and drop and stick in the fight with these two. Rob's still just within touching distance, 1.7 seconds. Can they get up close to Skippy before the end of this race? I say close, they are only 1.4 seconds back, 1.3. Gap coming down. Tyres looking a little better on JPH's car than Skippy's. Might see that gap come down through here as well. Sticks at 1.3. JPH, Raffo and Rob all coming through in the background there. JPH closing that gap up again through there, gap down to a second. He's still got Raffo in touching distance. Maybe pulled a tiny bit of time on him. Now we're going to see JPH closing that gap up massively down here. He's well within slipstream range, 0.6 of a second, 0.5. Not going to make a move into turn one, I don't think. So backs off early, allows Skippy to keep it. Does Skippy go a bit deep? He does. JPH comes through. Skippy's gone off track a little bit. JPH does go through then, takes second. Skippy third. Where's Raffo? 1.4 seconds back, so lost a bit of time. That mistake costing him, put him under a little bit more threat from Rob behind. Still got penalty to lose as well. Oh, Skippy just picking up another one there as well. Raffo actually closing that gap back up down to less than a second for himself. And again, a little bit wide through there. Raffo closing that gap up again. 0.6 of a second. JPH pulling away as well, 1.5 seconds ahead of Skippy. A long way back from Obi-Wan. I don't think he's under any threat. 1 minute remaining. Again, closing up for Raffo. Are we going to see another lap? 45 seconds remaining before they hit the line. Obi-Wan goes through then. Oh, sorry, I think that's Obi-Wan. Oh, Raffo goes wide through there. Maybe looking for a good run on the way out. Maybe getting it completely wrong. I'm not too sure. Still got penalties to lose though. There is JPH in front. Now 1.4 seconds up the road from Skippy. So Skippy got to do another lap on that fuel. JPH as well, almost run out. That was Obi-Wan's fuel line. Oh, he's got plenty on. He'll see this lap out, no problem. JPH then holding second. Skippy third. Raffo fourth, 1.5 seconds back. Rob another 2 seconds back. All these drivers literally on fumes now. Valium crosses the line then, takes 6th position, first at finishers. Dodgy's going to come through to take 7th. There it is. Manny ghosting out. I think that's the race leader coming through behind him. Yes, it is. So we'll stick with Obi-Wan then. What's the gap? 21.5 seconds between himself and JPH. He's only lost the lead when he came in the pits and JPH stopped out. Staying behind Manny then, just before the line. So Manny crosses the line, but Obi comes through to take the win then. 20.7 seconds by the time they crossed the line. JPH coming through then for that 2nd position. Pulls a lot of time over Skippy. Rob's a bit close to Raffo, so JPH is going to come through to take 2nd position then. Skippy is going to take 3rd. Rob not close enough, unfortunately, to take that 4th position off of Raffo. So Raffo 4th, Rob 5th, Valium 6th, Dodgy 7th, Manny in 8th, and Pilgrim in 9th. No problemo, bag of doodles. There it is, fastest lap, clean races, and the win for Mr. Obi-Wan. The only thing he didn't get was pole position. So yes, don't forget to vote for Driver of the Day, people, in the comments. It's your choices and stuff that get them extra points in the championship. So that is about that from round 6 for the Audi TT series. I will update the title when I finish this one. We will be back next week, same time, same place. Bags, while you're online, where are we at next week? Come on, spit it out, come on. I'm back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock for round 7 and 8 of MRC's GTTCC. Very popular league, that one. We'll be watching the Fusion League with me tomorrow night. Back Monday night for the Minis, the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Wednesday night, so the Minis is 8:30. Wednesday night as well, 8:30. Back with Team Oliver Racing's GR3 League, hosted by Mature Racing Club. And then, yep, same time, same place, next Thursday for round 7 of the Audi TT Series, hosted by P1RC, or P1 Race Community. That's not the question I asked, Bags. Where are we at next week? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, before I end the stream. Come on. Come on. Come on. Spit it out. It's like 2 words. Something circuit. Come on. Got a few more seconds. I'm out of the loop. Ah, we don't know where it is. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. Right. Okay. If we don't know, we don't know. So I'm going to end it there, people. Yeah, a couple of ways you can help the channel out. Get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker if you want to drop a donation on there. If you don't want a donation, if you want to actually get something for your money, see them stickers right there. You can get some of them for about the same price. So don't go to buymeacoffee.com. Hit me up on an email at dartsmoker@googlemail.com, and I'll hook you up with some stickers. Also got t-shirts available as well, so if you want one of them, get one of me as well. Other than that, I hope you've liked what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe, share it out. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dart Smoker. I'm out of here. Sardegna A.